Assalamu alaikum students. Welcome to our today's class. How are you students? I hope you all are very well. Let's start our today's class. Today we will discuss about the economic growth and economic development. Do you know about the economic growth and the economic development? Yes, students, economic growth and economic development both are related to the GNP, GDP and the per capita income. In previous class, we already discussed about the GNP, GDP and per capita income. I hope you all are learn about it. And we discussed about the characteristics of the economy of Bangladesh. And we know Bangladesh is a developing country, but we know World Bank categorize three types of country in worldwide: developing country, developed country and underdeveloped country. But how can they categorize that type of country? They depend on the economic growth and the economic development. How can we identify which country is developed country and which country is underdeveloped or which country is developing country? Through the economic growth and the economic development. So what is economic growth? Here the rate of annual growth of national income of a country is called the rate of economic growth. That means the growth of the national income. National income is the focus. Only the rate of national income identify the economic growth. That means if we identify we want to identify the economic growth, if we calculate the GNP or GDP, that time we identify the economic growth. But what is economic development? The rate of the growth along with population and price level, per capita income, things are considered as the economic development. That means if we identify the economic development, that time we have economic growth along with the population growth and the price level growth and the per capita income of that country of that year. I hope you understand the difference between the economic growth and the economic development. I repeat it. If we identify the economic growth, we need only the GNP or GDP rate. But if we identify the economic development, that time we need the economic growth, per capita income, our population growth, our standard of living, that many things. That means the economic development is more than wider from the economic growth. When we can identify the developed country or underdeveloped country, we not only basis on the economic growth. Obviously, basis on the economic growth and the economic development is the basis of the identifying the categories of the country. World Bank has categorized some country, and Bangladesh is in now a developing country, the basis of the per capita income. And we know the per capita income of the Bangladesh is now $1,752 US. But what is the per capita income of developed country at present? At present, the per capita income of developed country is much more high than us. In 2010, the per capita income of the developed countries were 40,000 to 85,000 US. Yes, students, 40,000 to 85,000 US was the per capita income of developed country. That means they are much more developed from us. So what are the characteristics of the developed country? At first, high standard of living. If their per capita income is high, obviously their standard of living is also high. After that, they are industrialized economy. They are not based on the agriculture. Their basis is industrialized economy, and they establish much and more industry day by day. And their manpower also very much trained from us. After that, high rate of investment. When any country invests the high capital, that time they invest high capital when their savings is high. And when their savings is high, that time their production is high. That means it is a circle. When our production is high, our income also high and our savings also high. When our savings also high, and that time I invest a big capital. And we know the production of developed country is much more high, and for that reason they invest a big capital. And after that, their production also they produce very high production. After that, they have developed method of production and distribution. They have many modern equipment, and their human resource also very much trained up. For that reason, their production also very high, and their distribution process is distributed properly to the land, labor, capital and organization. After that, develop socio-economic condition. Socio-economic condition is a major issue to control the society or control the economy. If our which things are included in the socio-economic condition? At first, education. Education is a major subject to the develop the economy. If the nation is not educated, that nation cannot be prospered. That means our socio-economic condition, education is the very much important thing. And after that, our infrastructure and the developed countries' infrastructure is not same. That reason their infrastructure also very high quality. Their road and highway also very developed. For that reason, their production, their economy is run very fast. After that, controlled population and developed human resource. Every developed country control their population. When they control their population, that time they fixed their all basic rights or all rights to the fixed people. But when they cannot control their population, the government cannot provide all facilities or all rights to their population, and they cannot grow up as a human resource. When their population are not controlled, that country is overpopulated country, and their population as face a burden for the country. After that, the favorable foreign trade. Favorable foreign trade means when a country their export product is very much high qualityful, and their earning money is more than their import product. That means when any country export more thing and import less thing, that time their economy is called favorable economy, favorable foreign trade. After that, widespread urbanization. Urbanization, when when a country is become industrialized, that country also become urbanized country. And all developed countries are very much urbanized, and and the developed country has very little area for the rural people. After that, the political stability. When a political stability of a country is controlled, that time that country's economy also run first. That time if politics is stable in that country, corruption is mostly controlled, and the government is controlled the all government employee, and that time their economy is run very fast. That's all are the characteristics of the developed country. I hope you all are understand about the characteristics. You all are solve the worksheet which is given in your website, and thank you very much, students.